champions, champions of Europe finally. History made in Istanbul. The treble complete.
History makers. For the first time ever, an English club have won 4 titles in a row.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Typical City. Arsenal have fucked it. They've absolutely fucked it. You can't write this stuff. And Pep has done us dirty with the squad as well, absolutely sending Manchester City fans into fits of despair. The whole team was missing as of, 20 minutes ago, and then all of a sudden, they're all back. Kevin De Bruyne is back, Savinho's back, Doku's back. Diaz is gone, though. That's a bit weird. I don't know why. He was perfectly fine before the game, and now he's gone. So it's mad what's happening at Manchester City. Was Pep Gvardiol doing something with a little bit of the old mind games in terms of Bournemouth mind games, as well as the players, the Manchester City players themselves? Because there's plenty of insinuations out there that Pep Guardiola was stoking the fire a little bit, poking the bears, the bears being the Manchester City players, saying, you're not doing enough. Some of you have got mild injuries. So that's what the insinuations are, at least, that Pep thinks that some of them are not as injured as they think they are, and they could play. They could sit on the bench for Manchester City, or at least be there in the squad to offer something in terms of moral support, potentially. But you can't say that about Kyle Walker, because, Kyle Walker starts today. Kevin De Bruyne is on the bench today, but interesting little bit of news that's just come through, that he wasn't warming up. So what's going on? What is going on at Manchester City? The bottom line is, though, Arsenal have fucked it. Oh, what are they doing? Don't you just love a lovely slice of karma? Their approach to this season, Mikel Arteta's approach to this season is, right, lads, what we're going to do, we're going to try and cheat our way to a Premier League title. We'll get as many men sent off as possible. We'll waste as much time as possible in the process. And hopefully we keep enough clean sheets. They haven't kept a clean sheet in 5 games, and they've dropped points in the last 2 games, losing the game today, and they are now currently 5 points behind Manchester City, with Manchester City having a game in hand. We could go 8 points clear of Arsenal. You can't write this stuff, man. They're a point or 2 away from being out of the title race this early. You can't fall behind unless we capitulate. Unless we completely capitulate. Which I just don't think Pep allows that. He doesn't allow it at all. So I just can't see it going wrong for Manchester City in terms of versus Arsenal and the season going forward now. We can only do damage to ourselves like they have. Arsenal have just done damage to themselves because there was no red card today. They couldn't waste time because they went 1-0 down, the shithouses, and there we go. A normal football match with 0 excuses other than you have to look in the mirror, Arsenal. You have to look firmly, square in the eyes, straight back at yourself, Mikel Arteta. What did you do? What did you do to this team? What did you send them out? What was your approach? It was cheating, mate. That's what you've done. You've sent your team out to cheat. Every game this season, I've witnessed some sort of cheating and shithousery from Mikel Arteta. And it's cost them points numerous times. They've not even learned from it either. They continue to lose points. And now today, I would argue they didn't cheat. I didn't think they cheated at all. They didn't need to because they were 1-0 down. They had to try and get the game back. But they showed nothing. They showed absolutely nothing. There was one little glimpse of a header from Declan Rice. If that's City and we're 1-0 down, we are throwing the kitchen sink at them, creating chances. What did they create in that stoppage time? It was nothing. They offered absolutely nothing, and they're 1-0 down with 10 minutes to go, and it was like dead, absolutely dead. So, Arsenal, mate, this is meant to be the year they go for it. So close 2 years ago, last year even closer. And apparently, according to the Arsenal fans, this is our year. This is our year, because this is the normal trajectory of succession would follow this year to be their title, seeing as they went so close last year. And Manchester City, they're surely feeling the job's done. Why work hard when you've already worked hard? That's the Arsenal mentality, is thinking Manchester City are just going to give it up. You know what I mean? Oh, they've already won it 4 in a row, as if they want a 5th. As if they want a 5th. So we won't need to work as hard because City will just down tools. Pep Guardiola's the fucking manager. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. Not a chance is that going to happen. And Manchester City now have a chance to go 8 points clear of Arsenal. And if results go against them today, Arsenal could be in 7th. So oh, you've got to love it, Arsenal. That was a good one to end on that as well. What a cracking fart to end on that was. Don't want to stand on it, bear with me. But yeah, come on, City. We've got to get our job done, though. That's the main thing today. As much as we can laugh at Arsenal, if we don't do our job, then it's a massive waste of time. The celebrations of an Arsenal defeat, it means nothing if we go and drop points, because Liverpool are still well in this title race, 1 point behind Manchester City. So we can't disregard Liverpool. But they are very much becoming our main title challengers, which I think a lot of City fans, even the experienced heads, would probably panic more at that. But I think there's a little bit too much of a connection to the Klopp era still, because he's not there. We have to wait to see. Hang on a minute before this starts blasting out music. I need to turn. I just realised I've not plugged in my headphones, so I was about to get copyrighted. I got copyrighted the other day, actually. Someone did something to try and get me copyrighted. Someone who doesn't like me. Whoever you are, go fuck yourself, because I got it uncopyrighted. So try it if you want, but it won't work. All it does is waste 5 minutes of my time. So cheers to whoever did that. It's reported me for copyright. I don't know what I possibly did. It's just me here talking to you. There's nothing in terms of copyright available. But anyway, moving on. We've got to get our job done. Team news is fantastic, more or less, especially the bench in particular. And the news of Doku and De Bruyne. And I mean, I'm so confused about who's fit now and who's not fit. Do you know what I mean? I'm all over the place. Pep's absolutely done us all, every single person. And that includes Bournemouth. And I like to think, I've never heard Pep say, we'll see tomorrow. He's normally quite open and honest about his pre-match press conference, injury news, things like that. Yesterday was the first time I've heard him say, we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Which that was the clue. Well, now I'm looking back with hindsight, I'm realising, right, he was up to something, Pep. He was doing something a little bit sneaky Pep, being sneaky sneaks. But yeah, buzzing, absolutely buzzing. We've got to get our job done. Team news, I'll give it you now. Edison in goal, Walker. Come on, Kyle, we need to see him step up his game a little bit, because I feel like he's shown real signs of decline in his athleticism this season. I feel like obviously the Adama Traore race, that was a real eye-opener to the age that Kyle Walker now is. It's forgivable because you can't help age. We all do it, we all do it. But you have to adapt, mate. You have to learn. You have to position yourself better. You can't just keep allowing yourself to get into a foot race and think you can trust your speed, because we're starting to not be able to trust your speed anymore. So therefore, position yourself better, where you don't need to get into a foot race. Because I swear he just casually wanders out of position on purpose to sort of dangle the carrot to the winger and say, go on, mate, give it a go. I'll rinse you when you try and sprint me. You know what I mean? Now it's like, don't do that, Kyle. You've got to make sure you're solid in your position. Ake, I'm going for as the central centre-back is what I've done with my team news. Gvardiol left centre-back. I think Akanji is going to be pushing into midfield. It could be Gvardiol pushing into midfield, in and out of centre-back or left-back, with Akanji centre-back and Ake left centre-back. So there are options there. I've had to guess, because we don't know what Pep's going to do. I feel like he likes Gvardiol down that left side on the left pocket rather than right bang in the middle. I'm sure he can do it, no problem. But I've gone with Akanji in midfield. We'll see once the game starts. I've gone with Foden on the right, Bernardo Silva in the middle. That could be the other way round. It could be Bernardo Silva on the right. In fact, I think it probably will be. I've gone with Foden because that's what I want. I want to see Foden out wide. I know people love Foden in the middle. I just feel Bernardo Silva this season has been better in the middle than Phil Foden. He's been better than Phil Foden full stop. Not just in the positions he's played. He's just been better than Phil Foden. Phil Foden needs to step it up a notch. And the next player that needs to step it up a notch is İlkay Gundogan. He's even more so needed a bigger performance than we've seen all season from Gundogan. And Nunes, who has stepped up to the plate and has been knocking him out of the park with very, very competent football levels, to be honest. Impressive to see him go on the left wing and look like a natural left winger. He hasn't looked out of his depth in the slightest, Matheus Nunes, when he himself would probably say, I am more of a central player, but he's playing on the left and he's doing an absolutely fantastic job. Savinho's back as well, didn't mention that, in terms of Erling Haaland up top as well, which thank God he's not injured. I've forgotten the substitutes, because I want to make sure you're all aware of who's actually on the bench today. Players are on the way out. Can we talk about Rodri? Can we talk about Rodri? Can we talk about Rodri? He's won the Ballon d'Or. Can we talk about Rodri? Can we talk about Rodri? Can we talk about Rodri? He's won the Ballon d'Or. You think I froze then, didn't you? Playing the old... Anyway, I can't see the subs yet, but Jeff, coming in with the super chat nice and early. Good to see you, Jeff, mate. 3-0, silver assist for Núñez. Come on, Blues. You need to get back in the game as well, Jeff, mate, because I feel like you've had a bit of a Foden start to the season in terms of your predictions. They've dwindled a little bit, mate. We can't all maintain those fantastic standards that you set in my debut season as typical City. Last season, yeah, the standards you set were difficult to maintain, mate. Getting 3 games in a row, calling it pretty much spot on. It's difficult to maintain those standards, but we're getting to that point now, Jeff, where we need to see you up your game just a little bit and get back to those predictions that you were absolutely nailing last season. So you, Ilkay Gundogan and Foden, I've got my eyes on you, and I wish you all the best, Jeff. And big up to Jeff, by the way, because without him this would not be happening. Because thanks to Jeff, I am watching this on Peacock. So, come on. Good to see you all in the chat as well. Who's in the house? Cheers for that, Jeff, by the way, mate. Appreciate it. Church was in it. It's all gone tits up. Oh, there we go. Kwame was in here nice and early. Good to see you. Agung, good to see you. Church, what are you going for, mate? Oh, 6-0. Oh, you surprised me. You surprised me, Church, with the 6-0. It's not like you, that. It isn't like you. Mailing, good to see you. Alex, you as well. Man City fan. Isaac, that was you. You must have been in here when he fucking banged. What a goal that was, by the way, from Isaac. What a cross, most importantly. What a ball. What a header. I love a banging header that just travels parallel to the ground. Do you know what I mean? I love a header like that. Fucking bang. Absolutely love that header from Isaac. James has gone 4-0 and no injuries, please. That would be nice. D. Harsher, yep, you're absolutely right. He's done us dirty. He's done us very dirty. But I'll take it, mate. I prefer it being the other way. I'd rather him not say everyone's perfectly fine and then there's a whole host of injured players. You know, I'd rather it be this way round. I'm awake, Ortiz. I'm awake. I'm wide awake. Ready to watch some football in me eyeballs. Come on, City. Come on. Eliana also wants no injuries. That's a reasonable request. Big M, Walker, Gvardiol, back, KDB on the bench. Oh, it's so good, isn't it? Don't worry about it, Douglas. I'll see you at halftime if you can make it. Enjoy the rugby. Julian as well. Lucian's gone 2-0. Hannah's in here as well. Insect's gone 2-0. Will another mid-table goalie turn into prime Manuel Neuer against us? Yes or yes? Well, you haven't given me much options there, really, have you, Hannah? To be honest. I'm going to go with yes. But yeah, I hope not, because they've not even got Kepa in goal. So I'll give you the Bournemouth team news quickly. It's Travers in net, Smith, Zabani, Marcus Senesi, and Milos Kerkez. The back four, that is. Ryan Christie, Lewis Cook sitting as 2 defensive midfielders. I've gone with Tavernier on the right, with Kluivert sitting as a number 10, and Antoine Semenyo on the left. Could be Tavernier sitting in the number 10 with Kluivert on the right. They can rotate those two. Semenyo could be on the right, Tavernier on the left. So I had to guess with that 3. I didn't need to guess with Evan Nielsen, who is an out-and-out number 9, who will be leading the line for Manchester City today. For Bournemouth today. Definitely not for Manchester City today. Thank God, because that would mean Erling Haaland is not on the pitch. Phil, good afternoon to you, mate. Ellis as well, Section 20, appreciate that, mate. You are an absolute legend, mate. You're like Rodri 2 years ago, such quality, but in 2 years' time, you're going to get a Ballon d'Or and everyone will recognise the work you're putting into this channel with things like that, supporting me and being a fantastic moderator. Unrecognised appreciation at the minute, not enough for you on this channel, but it's one of those, just the unsung hero, mate. Unsung hero, and a couple of years down the line, I'll create some sort of award for you, and then everyone in the world will be like, that fucking section, mate, what a guy, what a guy. Eventually, people get the recognition they deserve. K-Line, Edison goal today. I bloody hope so, mate. I bloody hope so. All right, the game's about to get started anyway, so I need to crack on. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining in the chat. Please keep talking to me, because I will speak to as many of you as possible. But yeah, Gundogan getting us underway at a ground we have never lost at, and I don't intend to start today. And we, in fact, have won every single one of our Premier League games against Bournemouth. I would like to make it 15. And that would be a record, by the way, against any one side. And I think the other record is held by Chelsea, who always beat in a row, in terms of games won in a row against any one Premier League opposition. The record is 15. Chelsea versus West Brom. I presume, they didn't actually say who won those games, but I imagine West Brom didn't beat Chelsea 15 times in a row. Gundogan gets us underway. Come on, City! I'm so fired up for this game now, man. Like, I was so fired up yesterday. Yesterday I was pumped. I mean, the ball's gone straight back to Edison. And I mean, what is going on here? Like, the camera's like super close as well. Super close. And Foden's on the right. That's right. And Bernardo Silva is in the middle so far, but that's a bit better. The camera's pulled away a little bit. Bloody hell, I was like looking inside Edison's ear hole. Could see how much earwax he's got. Chill out, cameraman. Chill out, cameraman. Michael Oliver is the referee today. Apparently he's a secret closet Man City fan, which I'm alright with that if he is. Fair play, I'm not going to complain. Kyle Walker immediately loses the ball, but wins it back and then gives it away. Come on, City. Let's get you ready. Oh, they're in. They're in. Edison comes out and collects it. Kyle! Immediately, 55 seconds, Kyle Walker. You've given the ball away and Bournemouth were nearly in. Immediately from Kyle Walker. Oh, mate. You're making me dribble. You're making me dribble. I'm not the good kind with a football. The one where you look a bit unwell. Dribble. CJ's, good to see you. I'm very well. How are you? How are you? Dracklin. Where are you going, mate? You don't need to go. But if you gotta go, you gotta go. Bournemouth are in. Semenyo. Edison with another save. Cliver on the rebound. Edison with another save. What are we doing, Blues? Could be 3-0 already. 1 minute, 30 seconds. And fucking Edison keeping us in the game. High fives for Edison from the centre-backs. But what are we doing here? Fucking hell. Hannah, Manuel Neuer, he's in our net, mate. He's in our net. He's not at the other end. We've got to be fucking Manuel Neuer in our net. And he's Brazilian, and he's called Edison. Hey, what a save that was. The first one was good. The second one got back up on his feet. It should be 1-0 Bournemouth. What are we doing here? Come on, Blues. If that was me, I would give Edison a big old sloppy kiss right on the smiley face tattoo. That's where I'd kiss him. Right, corner ball to defend. Jesus Christ. Ball in. Haaland at the near post. That's what he's all about. I love that about Haaland. He does get back and defend that near post really well. Really well. Ball in again from Bournemouth. This time Edison collects. Jesus Christ. If I missed it because I was talking to the chat, but why Bournemouth went through, I saw a quick clip in the replay, and it looked like Ake had overran it and given it away. So Ake and Kyle Walker, come on. We can't be gifting Bournemouth. Akanji's trying to fucking score now. Edison had to get back. What are you doing? What are they doing? That's Akanji now, just passed the ball in towards an open net where Edison was not there. Edison was stood on the penalty spot. Akanji passes it blindly. There wasn't much speed on it, but Edison had to jog back to get in the way. And Edison nearly gave it away, but Bernardo Silva's collected the ball in the middle of the pitch here with plenty of space for Manchester City. Can we go up the other end and make it 1-0 nice and early? Nunes on the left-hand side. He's been hounded out of the ball and Semenyo takes it off him. No options for him, lads. Good tackle from Gvardiol, though. Gundogan steps in. Gvardiol's got it. City throw. Oh, Jesus. What a feisty start this is. I don't know, KJ. I don't know. I'm getting quite sick of it, to be honest. I think there's something going on at City with Pep and the players. And I'm sure they all respect him. Good to see you, Jack. But yeah, the insinuations from City fans are that Pep was trying to send some subliminal message to the Manchester City players that some of you are not that injured and you should be more of a warrior type character. Stop saying like, oh, I'm injured, I've broke my toenail, whatever it may be. I'm exaggerating and I'm adding, like, I'm embellishing exactly what the truth may be. But the insinuations are starting to make a little bit of sense, because it's like all of a sudden we've got like 4 players just coming back. It sounds like Pep's giving them a bollocking. And like, no, you're not injured, get back on the team, you're playing, you know? Or was it just mind games? Either way, Gvardiol trying to knock it through there to, I think it was Nunes, but we've got some backtracking to do here with Ake and Kovacic. Ake doing his best to stay shoulder to shoulder with Tavernier. Or is it Kluivert? I think it's Kluivert, sorry. On that right-hand side, back to Semenyo. Bournemouth slow it down a little bit, allow City to get back into some shape. But it's not been a good start from City, 5 minutes in. Bournemouth should have definitely got themselves a goal already. And we've looked very shaky. Ball right through the middle, and Evan Nielsen collects it. He's kept it in. Ball across the face of goal, and fucking hell, City. What are we doing at the back? What are we doing? Oh, God. Shut up, Foden, mate. Stop whinging. You've won the free kick. Get on with it. He's proper moaning nowadays, Foden. Proper moaning. Just shut up and get on with the game. Just fucking whinging at everything. Just play the game. He's got what he wanted. He got him booked, so the whinging ended up being worth it. But, I mean, just crack on, mate. I want to see a good attitude from these players today, because I'm still a bit disappointed in the attitudes that I saw against Spurs, because I know some people are very positive around the performance, and I equally thought we were okay against Spurs. But I mean, considering the circumstances, the youngsters that were playing, they deserve to be forgiven for any mistakes that they make or any sort of lack of quality that they didn't show on the day, because they're kids. Nico O'Reilly, McAtee, ball in here. Where's Foden there? But there were some of them, to me it was the laughing and joking from the bench. You know, that's what bothered me more than anything. Bernardo Silva having a good chuckle. Even Pep was having a laugh. You know what I mean? Like, he was smiling 2-0 down. Like, what are you smiling at? But anyway, you hope this attitude's very different today, because we're playing Premier League football with the opportunity to go 8 points clear of Manchester City. So we need to see. Bernardo Silva looks up for it, though. He does look like he's not up for smiling right now. He looks like he's running about a lot. But Bournemouth, mate, they have taken the game to us so far. Don't forget to hit the like button on this stream. Please do. It really helps. If you're interested in becoming a Typical City member, link is in the description below. And, yeah, subscribe if you're new. But, yeah, Areola's got them playing. I thought we were going to, have a lot of space today, because it looks like they've played. I mean, when's the last time we played 4 at the back? Against 4 at the back. Do you know what I mean? They're playing a traditional 4-2-3-1 system, which is very, very brave against Manchester City. Very brave. And so far, we've looked like the second best team on this pitch. Ederson's giving it away now. Bournemouth keeping the ball. Kluivert. It's out to Cook. And Nunes gets back and gets a toe on it. Vital. Haaland lays it off to Bernardo Silva. Gets it back off Bernardo Silva. Starts running towards the centre of the midfield. Haaland's overran it, though, and had it taken off him by Senesi. Tavernier looks like he's playing on the left. Semenyu's on the right, with Kluivert behind Evan Nielsen. But yeah, at the minute we're almost riding a little bit of a storm here. We're having to weather this Bournemouth attack. 8 minutes in, ball through the middle again. Kyle Walker leaves it. Fucking talk between you. Jesus, Kyle, mate, you don't fill me with confidence. You do not fill me with confidence. Just pointing at Ederson when the ball's at his feet. Mate, you've got it. Pass it back to Ederson. Honestly. Foden getting back. Kirkez coming down the left. Little step over. Foden doesn't buy it. Keeps with him. Well done, Phil. And he's done him. And he gets back. No, ball across. Semenyo. It's 1-0. It's been coming. It's been coming. Can't fucking argue. What are you fucking playing at, City? 8 minutes in, you deserve to be 2 or 3-0 down. What the fuck are you doing? Get your fucking heads in the game. This fucking attitude, I said, would be carried over from the Spurs game. You cannot flick it on like a switch. Oh, it's the Carabao Cup. Who gives a shit? We won't turn up. We'll turn up for the Premier League game. You can't turn it on like a switch. And you've carried it over to this game. And it's fucking shining through. 1-0 Bournemouth. And it's exactly what they deserve. Fucking jokers, man. Fucking jokers. Foden he was doing all right to begin with, and then he got done. He got absolutely done, Foden. He thought he got a touch on it that was going to take it out from a corner, but Kirkes didn't even want the corner. That's how positive they're being. Doesn't even want the corner. I'll cross this to my fellow winger, Semenyo. Get it into him. He controls, spins Gvardiol. Nice turn by Semenyo. First time with the right foot on the 180 spin and tucks it away in the bottom corner. 1-0 Bournemouth. I mean, do we ever go fucking 1-0 up anymore? Fucking hell. You've just witnessed Arsenal fucking bottle it. And you're doing this. You're doing this. What are we witnessing? This game stinks, man. It's starting to stink already. The whole fucking week has stank, to be honest. Pep's speeches about players and stuff like that. Attitudes. This is what this is about now. Attitudes. Fucking hell. It's the bare minimum. Bournemouth coming looking for a second. Semenyo. How easy is this? Semenyo blocked. Núñez trying to get out there to Smith. Wins the ball, does he? Or is he going to win a free kick? No. Gvardiol's got it. Look at them. They're all over the place. Look at the shape. Look at the fucking shape of the defence there, man. We got the ball and we all looked at each other like, oh, we've got it. What do we do? Fucking hell, City. You've got to start better the games not like this. Haaland's got to hold the ball up there on the right wing and we've got a throw-in. I'll take a throw-in right now in their half. Sounds good news, doesn't it? I mean, wow, the positivity's just been shat on. We've just witnessed Arsenal do what they did against Newcastle. A ground where we went and struggled, okay? But we got a point at St James's Park. We got 1 point from Newcastle. Arsenal couldn't even do that. It's a difficult place to go. I said when we would draw to Arsenal, other sides will go there and struggle. We found that out today. This is a Bournemouth side. Yeah, they're playing well. They've also taken points off Arsenal, but it was a 10-man Arsenal. And we're Manchester City. This team is more than good enough to beat this side pretty competently. And we've been battered in 10 minutes of football. We've been getting taken to the cleaners by Bournemouth. Foden, come on, City. Let's get just a sucker punch goal to get us back into this game. Just to fire a rocket up their arses. We need something now. And Liverpool, keep us up to date in the chat, by the way, with the Liverpool game, because I'm not watching it. I'm expecting them to beat Brighton, but it's not going to be easy for Liverpool either. But I tell you what, if they're here, hang on a minute, Foden, edge of the area. Come on, Phil, do something. Bernardo Silva. Kovacic. Cheers, Bam Bam. Still 0-0, is it? Cheers, section. Oh, fucking hell. Kovacic then nearly had the ball taken off him. Had to tackle it over to Akanji to maintain possession. It looks like Akanji is in midfield. Ake's been given a load of space. Gets it out to Núñez. Now Núñez in the edge of the area. Ake. Oh, he batters it over the bar. Former Bournemouth player. Comes back to the Vitality Stadium. Looking to make it 1-1. I don't know, Pearl. I don't know, but there's something odd about the City side at the minute. There is something odd. This week has been a weird week, and I've smelt something funny. There's something fishy going on. You're just hoping Pep's not, like, upset some of them. You know, because it's not... I mean, when's the last time... You can't say things like Pep Guardiola's lost the dressing room, but, I mean, he seems like he wasn't happy with some of the players. And what could it be? Why would he say all these players are injured and then they're suddenly not? I don't think it's mind games. Why are you doing mind games against Bournemouth? We're above that, surely. Surely we're above that. We don't need to do mind games with bloody Bournemouth, which makes me think it wasn't mind games. I feel like something else has gone on. I feel like Pep said, get on that bench or get on that pitch, whether you're Kyle Walker, you know, who's been missing for quite some time. Bournemouth coming forward again, dinked in. Edison thought about coming. Semenyo knocks it across. Gundogan, clear it! And he's cleared it. I'm panic every time. When's the last time? When would you think that Gundogan, when he gets the ball, my heart sinks now. I'm just like, oof, don't have any trust in him. Cheers, Jan. Nice bit of injection of positivity. No way. Buzzing. Right, well, at least we're all shit. Seems like we're all shit today, lads. Never mind. Buzzing. Arsenal is shit. City is shit. Liverpool shit. Brilliant. Fucking hell. Edison, what are you doing there? Giving it away. I mean, fantastic goalkeeping from Edison in terms of saving the ball. In the first 2 minutes, it could have been 2 or 3-0. Edison keeps us in the game. You know, but twice now, his distribution since then has been very, very sloppy. So he's now contributing to the insecurities that we're clearly showing at the back. We've got to do better, lads. 15 minutes in, we haven't even looked like scoring. And they have looked like scoring a bag full. They've come forward with... so Kyle Walker... I mean... This is the sort of shit, I mean, I lose my mind over this. We saw it against Spurs. Gvardiol, who I love, can't throw a ball. He couldn't even throw the ball against Spurs. That's the level of just concentration I'm talking about, and we've just seen it from Kyle Walker. He just threw it down the line and couldn't even keep it in play. A throw-in, lads. It's a throw-in. Can't keep possession with a throw-in, then what fucking hope have we got? What? Please don't do this, City. Please. We've got a massive opportunity. Edison collects another Bournemouth cross and distributes it to a blue shirt. Well done. Come on. Kovacic keeps the ball. See, they're pressing Bournemouth as well. We look void of ideas. Kovacic got the ball then, beat his man, got his head up and was like, anyone to pass to? Anyone to pass to? Right, has to go sideways to Nathan Ake. Bournemouth's press is good. They're not letting us into midfield at all. The one time we've gotten into midfield, it's because Haaland's dropped and received the ball and turned and ran at their defence. But if Haaland's got to do that, I mean, the system's not working, is it? Clearly, we're getting done. Gvardiol, come on, mate. Gvardiol into Kovacic. Bournemouth backing off a little bit now. Can City start taking control of the game a little bit? Because that was 15 minutes of absolute chaos from Manchester City. Shocking start to the game. Let's turn it round now. Come on. Oh, Kovacic turns and tries to blindly pass it to Ake. Got away with it. Ball in from Nunes. Deflected. Corner ball to City. Right, come on. I'm absolutely 100% positive, Red Camp. 100% positive. 100% positive. There's absolutely no reason to panic. It's only just started November, mate. Arsenal have lost. Liverpool are losing. We're top of the Premier League. So, no, is my answer to that question. I am 100% sure we do not need to worry. But this game is definitely a concern, but if you watched the video, I'm sure you understood that I was talking about the whole season, not just, you know, a one-off game against Bournemouth. I'm talking about the whole season. Doesn't need to be written off. At the slightest sign of problems, Nunes with a dodgy ball to Foden, who's playing right back right now because we've got forced away from goal due to a corner. Bernardo Silva's ball down the line is blocked. City throwing in our own half. Come on, City. Yep, I agree, Jeff. I agree. I think we need to see Pep do something big. Big. This is not tactical. This is not a moment of genius managerial tweaks in the team. This is attitudes that stink at the minute from some of them on that pitch. It's been glaringly obvious from some of them. Walker with a diagonal ball that was only going to one player on that pitch, and it was Adam Smith of Bournemouth. Nunes manages to get it back though. Well played, Nunes. Gvardiol. Ake now pressured. Been forced all the way back to Ederson. This is my concern. This is my concern. I feel like an argument has happened. Do you know what I mean? It happens in football. It happens. You kiss and make up though. Do you know what I mean? You kiss and make up. You move on. You accept who's the boss. Who's the man who's won all these trophies for us? Who's the tactical genius that you get behind? And if whatever his decision is final. You get behind Pep, even if you disagree with some of the decisions. You just do it. You do what he says. You don't think you're above him. If some of those players are going onto that pitch to think, no, I don't agree with Pep, so I'm just going to be a bit lacklustre, then get them out of the fucking club. I don't care who it is. I don't care what name we're talking about. If your attitude is turn on the manager because he's made a decision, this is why United are where they are. Because they have player power over there. It's not acceptable. It's what destroys football clubs. You give these players too much power, they start calling the shots, you'll lose that dressing room. And I don't think Pep will allow it. I don't think he'll allow it. But there's something off about, just Phil Foden sort of encapsulates what I'm talking about this season. The most avid Phil Foden fan right now will look at his performances over the course of the season. And even if you are the most loving Phil Foden, biased Phil Foden fan you can think of, surely you can even notice that he's been way below his usual standards. Something is wrong with Phil Foden this season. Very, very off. And he's one of a few now that I'm starting to question. I put Kyle Walker in that category. I know people didn't like him last season, but he was playing so much better last season than he is this season. So much better. Gundogan. What's going on with him? He doesn't strike me as the type to even argue. He's like the least confrontational man I can think of. So I can't see that being an argument or some sort of disagreement. He's just off. He's just not playing well. Here's Kyle Walker coming forward. City have knocked it about for the last couple of minutes while I've been moaning. I spoke too soon. Phil Foden's got it. Phil Foden kicks it out for a goal kick. Not even sure who he's looking for. Holds his hand up and apologises though. That's better. I'd rather see him do that than do, why was no one there? Where are you? Where are you? Mate, you just kicked it out for a goal kick. I'm glad to see you apologise. Pep's scratching his head on the touchline, looking at the screen. He looks dejected. Why is he not stood up? Where's the presence of Pep Guardiola? Get on that touchline and you should be firing at him. You should be bossing them around, pointing and gesturing. They should not be sitting there. And look, there, Areola's on the touchline. We need a presence from Pep Guardiola. There's something off. This week has really opened my eyes to a lot of things. Offside, surely, yeah. Evan Nielsen off. Come on. Come on. 1-0 down again. Unbelievable. It's ridiculous how many times we've done it. Touches in the opposition box. 7. Bournemouth in our box. 2 from Manchester City in their box. I think this obviously 1-0 down for a reason. But come on, City. Bournemouth free kick. It looks like there's gaps all over the pitch here. Like I haven't seen many sprints from Manchester City at all. Closing down, it's not really pressing anybody. No, I don't think they are. I don't think they are, Stuart. No. I hope not. I hope not. They've got to remember what got them here. And what got them here was working harder than everybody else. We work harder than everybody. We get praised for the beautiful possession football. Some people call it boring possession football, but that's what it is. It's technical. We don't get enough credit for how hard we work. And I'm not seeing it. Kovacic with a simple ball, just giving away. Oh, disappointing start to the game. 23 minutes in. We're not even challenging for aerial duels anymore. Come on. Walker brings it forward. No, he doesn't. He stands on it. There's no options. He's just looking around. He's like... Ake forces it and gives it away. There's no options trying to find Haaland like that. What are we doing here, Blues? What are we doing? Akanji controls the ball now. Intercepted. Kovacic now. Bernardo Silva. Don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already. Nunes. Ake. Would you just take him back to half-time now? I mean, there's a long way to go. Yeah, we've got 20 minutes till half-time. But I'm starting to think about the second half already because I'm just not seeing... I'm worried about this becoming 2-0 before half-time more than getting an equaliser. Ake with a really dangerous back pass to Ederson. Ederson was sharp, though, got out nice and quick. Haaland doesn't hold it up. Should have. Who's playing well, Blues? Tell me who's playing well in the chat. Which City player's playing well? I think I've made my point, really. The deafening silence in the chat. Yeah, none. I'm not seeing anybody playing well. Foden. Ball in. Haaland back post. Haaland! Heads it back. Somehow it nearly goes back to Phil Foden. But I mean, I don't know what's on with Haaland's heading. Yeah, I'll give you Ederson. I'm not sure about Nunes, Clara, to be honest. I know we're riding a little bit of a Nunes wave right now. But I mean, he's not really done much. He's not done anything wrong, Nunes. And he has worked hard. He's got back a couple of times. But I'm not sure he's playing well. But there's a long time to go for City to turn this around. But ultimately, we've got to do better. Foden, ball in. Cleared. Gundogan gets up. Kovacic! Oh, I've got a hair in my mouth now. As if things couldn't get any worse. I've got a hair that won't... I can't get it. You know when you get a hair in your lip and it's just like... Just tickling you. What the fuck is that? Kovacic. Walker. Ball into Gundo. Hey, I could have turned there, Gundogan. Walker with the cross. Deep one. Over everybody. It's going to stay in though, is it? Bournemouth looking to bring it forward though. Could be. I say no more. Haaland's got to win that. Get in there, Haaland, mate. That was a 50-50 tackle. You should be going in stronger than that, mate. Could have won that. Bournemouth have given it away. Could we see a little bit of sloppiness from Bournemouth now? That would be nice because I think we need it. We need them to lower their game. Do you know what I mean? You know, so we can make it a bit more even. Come on, City. Akanji now. We've looked better in the last 5 minutes. I must admit, we have looked better. Ball in there, Walker. That's yours, mate. Make it yours. Bournemouth want the goal kicks. Claiming it came off Kyle Walker, but it is a corner. He doesn't, does he? He doesn't. But, I mean, he's the one player that you need to be very careful about criticising. Because it just like, bang, goal, Haaland. He's the one player that I'm just like, okay, just chilling. Cleared corner ball. Walker's going to keep it alive, though. Gets that ball out to Foden. Back to where the corner came from. Gundogan goes on the underlap. Foden chops it back onto his left foot. Back post. It's Nathan Ake. And it's cleared brilliantly by Zabani. What a clearance that is. Vital bit of defending for Bournemouth. City starting to up it a little bit. Crosses coming into the Bournemouth box now. This is better. Only just, but it's better. Quick corner taken. Bernardo Silva 1-2 with Gundogan. Gets it out to Nunes. Sloppy. Fucking Nunes, mate. Giving it away. Semenyu's bringing it forward now. A simple ball. Walker trying... Semenyu's through. Kyle Walker slipped. Nunes has got to get there. He's fallen over now. What are we doing? He got fucking studs on. He got fucking slippers on, City. What are you fucking... Everyone's slipping. And Bournemouth's shot is fucking goal kick. What are we witnessing here? From our own corner, a simple ball from Nunes, just a 10-yard pass, intercepted. Kyle Walker had the situation, should have had the situation under control. He falls over. Nunes, don't worry, I've got this. Nunes to the rescue. Fucking bails, absolutely bails. Two of them have just got slippers on. And then somehow they didn't score. Like Semenyo just seemed to switch off. I felt like he could have run away much more aggressively than he did do there. Oh, we're riding it. We're riding the luck a little bit. Gundogan, fed by Nunes, wants the free kick. Michael Oliver says no. There's your Manchester City fan for you, apparently. Fucking bollocks, innit? That Goldbridge, again, coming out with Michael Oliver's a City fan. He's a fucking clown, isn't he, mate? He talks utter shit. Christie. Cook. Tavernier. Wow. It's shocking. I'm shocked. I can't believe this. I thought they would. They will obviously know that Arsenal have lost, and we would just absolutely batter them. I thought this meant it was going to be an even better game for City today. I felt like this was going to be 2-1 yesterday, and we'd fight our way through. The attitudes would be good. The players would understand we need to batten down the hatches. We're struggling with injuries, but they've come out with a stinky attitude, knowing that we're got an opportunity to go 8 points clear of Arsenal. And we're throwing it away, but can we claw it back? Nunes showing power and pace. He's overrun it, has he? No, he's not! Come on, Bernardo! Oh, what a bit of defending again! Back post. You're thinking Bernardo Silva's going to whip this into an empty net. The deflected Nunes cross trickled its way back to Bernardo Silva. And I think it's Zabani at the back post who just throws himself at it, blocks Bernardo Silva's effort. Better from City. Good from Nunes. Powerful left wing play there from Mateus Nunes. I was surprised he actually got on the end of it because it looked like he'd overran it, but his speed, man, he's so quick, isn't he? Yeah, I'm a big fan of Joe Linton. He's not a G&A type guy, though. The City fans wouldn't like it, mate. There's too many City fans out there that want G&A. It's all about the G&A. Mate, he's not a G&A bloke, but he's someone that you want in your team. Haaland brings it down, does he? I don't think he realised how much... I don't know. It was a long ball from Edison, but it looked like Haaland gave up on it, and I don't think he realised the ball was just over his shoulder. But yeah, I wouldn't say no to Joel. I'd rather Bruno Guimaraes, to be honest, but Joel Linton's a beast. He is an absolute beast. And I must admit, this side is lacking a little bit of physicality in the middle of the park, and I think that's why Pep's put Akanji in. I think that's why he's dropped Rico Lewis, because he's not been playing well lately. And you think of Kovacic, Lewis, Gundogan and Bernardo Silva, that does not scream physicality to me, you know. Just someone as a bit of an enforcer, do you know what I mean? Just that battler. Someone who's going to win your tackles. Oh, they've given it away, Bournemouth. Edge of the area, Haaland, can we punish them? Gets it into Kovacic. Kovacic, it's going to be a corner ball, but no, it's not. It's a goal kick. We've got to punish them for things like that. You get a gift like that, Erling Haaland and Kovacic between you. You've got to think quicker. You've got to be sharper than that. Kovacic takes it with him and sloppy. Could have definitely made that 1-1 there if we played our cards right. It's a good ball from Foden there out to Nunes. Looking at the replay from the Bernardo Silva chance here. Nunes bursts to the byline, crosses it with his left foot. It was Tavares who gets the clearance from the goalkeeper, and then Bernardo Silva just tries to whip it, and it was a good bit of defending to block the Silva shot. Walker going up for a header with Semenyo, doesn't win it. Kovacic now. Good from Kovacic. Good awareness there. Turns and plays it round the corner to Phil Foden. Foden, great ball from Foden there out to Nunes. This is better. Nunes drives inside. Gvardiol's running on the overlap. Does he win it? Is it a corner ball? He's giving away a free kick. That was a good bit of backtracking there from Tavernier, in fairness to him. Gets back. And that was good from City, though. That was a good move. That was better. It was sharp. Passing was sharp. Like passing. Ping, ping, ping. Let's go. That's better. We'll see at the end of the game, Mango, but... I mean, on paper, Gvardiol, mate. Is that a foul, ref? Yeah, wins the foul. Bloody hell, I thought he was going to not give it then. They've not got a better defence than us, let's be real. But, I mean, I know right now it's 0 for their defence and 1 in the back of the net for us, for our defence. But, no, come on, we've surely got... At the end of the season, we'll see who's conceded the most. But, yeah, it is worrying how easy it is. And that wasn't a case of, counter-attacking football. All the goals this season that we've gone 1-0 down to have been frustrating moments where we've been dominating and then the other team just go up the other end and score from a lapse in concentration, a corner, and a counter-attack that just hits us on the break. That wasn't that. That was slow, methodical build-up play from Bournemouth. We're set. We're in our shape. You know, we have players back. Foden was there trying to manage the situation to prevent the cross coming in. And the cross comes in and it's just not dealt with at all. And it was coming as well. You know what I mean? That 1-0 goal is not a sucker punch. It could have easily been 1 or 2 before they even scored, Bournemouth. Whereas we've had the Bernardo Silva chance. And that's it. That's it, really. Núñez all the way back to Edison. Be interesting to see if Doku and Savinho come on. Those two sitting on the bench for Manchester City. You're wondering how fit they actually are. Bernardo Silva with a strange pass. Just, I don't know why he needed to put any air on that. Núñez was there in a nice pocket of space. Just play it on the floor to him, mate. Why are you putting air on that? Just keep it on the deck. Bernardo Silva. He's got it back. Nice, looking to do a little step over. Out to Kovacic. Nice little dummy from Kovacic. Looking for an angle. Keeps twisting and turning. Plays it safely to Nathan Ake. All the way out to Gvardiol this time. Oh, it's Núñez, sorry. Deflected cross up in the air. Gundogan trying to flick it on. It's cleared by Bournemouth partially. Smith keeping it alive. Núñez can take that if he's sharp about it. No, it's a good bit of defending again from Adam Smith there. Really good. Eventually Bournemouth get it clear. And it's a good flick on as well. Kluivert's going to keep that going over here to Semenyo. Semenyo coming down. He's got Kirkes coming over. Kyle Walker, you've got a 2-on-1 situation. Ball whipped across. Poor from Semenyo there. It was a real opportunity for Bournemouth. Fucking hell, it's still not gone though. Smith coming forward. They're in the penalty area here, Bournemouth. Kluivert's offering an option. Christie. Out to Kirkes. Foden closes him down. Goes back to Senesi. Bournemouth are knocking it around now, just playing a bit of keep ball. 36 minutes gone. Cheers, Jan. Come on, Blues. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you've just joined the stream, please do. It helps with so many things. It doesn't help with this game in the slightest. I wish it would. In fact, what are we on? If we get to 200 likes... Oh, thank you. Well, we're in 196. Let's make it 210 then. If we get to 210 likes before half time, watch the likes go back. People will unlike it. 204. Thank you very much, people, for doing what I tell you to do. Do what I say. No, don't. Do what you feel like. But, yeah, it does help. If we get to 220 likes before half time, we're winning this game 3-1. Bit of mind games there from me. Straight out of the Pep playbook. I should have said before this thing, I'm not doing a watch along today. I don't really feel like it. I'm not feeling up to it. Got a bit of a niggle, you know, I'm a bit of a sniffle as well. I'm not feeling up to it. And then bang! Oh, guess what? I'm fit, everybody. Ready to stream. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Núñez, ball in, back post is Haaland waiting for it. Does he bring it down? He does with his chest, uses his strength, and Haaland drags it wide, and it's not a bad effort from Erling Haaland. It's a little glimpse of what he's capable of. But is he injured as well? He seems to go down and drop to his, put his hands on his knees then a little bit, but it was a deep cross from Núñez that Haaland brings down on his chest at the back post, chests it past Senesi. Senesi, who tries to hold him back, had to let go, otherwise Haaland could have gone down and got himself a penalty. And then Haaland with his left foot just drags it past the near post. But he's on his hands on his knees as well, and is he injured now? For fuck's sake, man. For fuck's sake. Here comes Bournemouth. I mean, Kirkes, ball across back post. Gvardiol nods it away, but it's going to be collected by Bournemouth again. Ball in from Bournemouth. Edison's ball all day long. Come on. Throws it out quickly to send Phil Foden away, and his touch is poor. Gives it to Bournemouth for an opportunity, and then he starts complaining. I imagine it's because it's a Bournemouth throw-in, but Haaland's injured. Haaland's injured. He's limping. He's moving out, he's jogging, but he doesn't look good. He didn't look good in the last couple of games, to be honest, in terms of his mobility. We've been running him ragged the last few weeks. You know, obviously he got a rest against Spurs, but I mean, prior to that, he's been playing a lot of football lately. Even in the international breaks, he's been playing all the games, you know, so it's risky, and we need him. And if we lose him, you're going to send, what, Phil Foden up front, the way he's been playing. Akanji, like, offside for Bournemouth. Something's gone on here. I don't know what happened, but a ball through should have been intercepted by Akanji. It went through him like a knife through butter, the ball did. And Michael Oliver's pulled back. I think that is a bit of a City fan, Michael Oliver. He's onside as well. Oh, no, it's hit Michael Oliver. Sorry, I take it back. I apologise, Manuel Akanji. And it clipped Michael Oliver. I thought it was Manuel Akanji who just like the ball went through him all of a sudden, but it actually took a tiny little flick off Michael Oliver. I mean, arguably, that should have been our ball because Akanji was about to intercept that, but because it clipped Michael Oliver, it went just past Akanji, and then because it hit the referee and the last player to touch the ball was a Bournemouth player, he gives a free kick to Bournemouth, but their pass was about to be intercepted, so I don't know. Bournemouth have got the ball, knocking it back round at the back now. Zabani with no pressure at all from Erling Haaland, who doesn't look like he's moving well at all. We could see him coming off at half time. What's the score at Brighton, people? Hopefully still 1-0 bloody Brighton. Semenyo brings it down, goes past Walker like he's not even there. Still 1-0, is it? Nice. I mean, imagine if we win. If he stays like that, 1-0 Brighton, Liverpool, 1-0 Newcastle and Arsenal, and if we don't do our jobs, we should be ashamed, honestly. It's such an opportunity. Such an opportunity. We should... it's gutting to be 1-0 down. I mean, what do we do to change this now, though, as well? This is the thing, when you are struggling a little bit. I mean, what have we got on the bench? We've got Savinho who could come on. Haaland's got to come off here. He's hanging his head in. He just doesn't look like he's moving at all anymore. He looks... Oh, the only upside is that we're also better the second half, says Jeff. Yeah. You hope we... It's not a switch though, mate. It's not a tap. It's momentum. This is what we're so good at, is developing momentum. It's one of the best things about this side, and what Pep does so well is just once the juggernaut, the Pistons start firing at Manchester City. Bernardo Silva with an incredibly risky ball. That's called a hospital pass. That is Bernardo Silva, because it puts the player you've tried to give the ball to in hospital. And it very nearly did, because Foden got absolutely clattered as a result. Very risky ball from Bernardo Silva, who's decided to drop deep to collect it. Michael Oliver with another wonderful interception. What are you doing, Michael? Fuck's sake, this time a Manchester City interception. So he's giving the ball back to Manchester City this time. What is he doing? Michael Oliver. Been the best player on the pitch. Okay, now. It's Michael. Here's Oliver. Step over from Michael Oliver. Oh, Michael Oliver bangs it, top bins. 1-1. Love it. Michael Oliver. No. There'll be some uneducated City fans that think we actually have a player called Michael Oliver and it's now 1-1. There probably is. Come on. Kovacic. Out to Akanji. Look at the gaps between Ake and Akanji right now. Filled by Kovacic, mind you, but it's big. It's a big gap. Ake coming forward, with Gvardiol already forward as well. Gvardiol's like the furthest forward, in fact. Chilling in that left pocket that he scored so many goals from. Ake bringing it forward here. Half-time fast approaching for Manchester City. Can we nick a goal Can we steal an equaliser right on half-time? We got one right on half-time against Spurs, but it wasn't enough in the end for Manchester City to be in the next round of the Carabao Cup. But this is big now. This is a big, big moment in our season. Matheus Nunes plays it into Gundogan. Nearly went for the 1-2, but fought against it, Gundogan. That was good. And then he nearly tackles himself. Nearly falls over, Gundogan. He dribbled, tried to turn round and fell over. We've still got it, though. Bernardo Silva. Little step overs from Bernardo, who's going nowhere quick. But this time he chops onto his right, back onto his left. Keeps it from going out for a goal kick. Nearly overran it, gets it out to Kyle Walker. Back to Bernardo Silva. Into Foden. Foden with a good turn. Good turn, Phil. Right, Phil, that's better. That's really good, Foden. Oh, and the pass. You can see what he's trying. You can see what he's trying there. That's better from Phil Foden. Akanji! Oh, what are you doing, lads? Akanji and Edison, between the two of them, and it all started with Akanji's piss-poor header back to Edison. Tried to head it back to him. Doesn't get anywhere near enough power on it. Causes chaos. Edison therefore comes out. And Akanji and Edison start coming closer and closer together. And that's just a recipe for disaster when you see the centre-back and the goalkeeper coming together. Eventually, Edison took control of the situation and cleared it. But Bournemouth have the ball still. Kirkes. I can't stand lack of communication. It just takes someone to be the big fucking I am. Speak up. And Edison did just that. Took control of it. I mean, Haaland's probably coming off at half-time as well. 1 minute of injury time to be added on. Kluivert now. I'll take 1-0. I'll take 1-0. That'll do, ref. You've had a very good game so far, Michael Oliver. Some lovely touches from Michael Oliver, but could do without that, really. And then a terrible ball. Somehow kept in play. Oh, Bournemouth have done well there because it was a shocking pass from Senesi. Made Tavernier work incredibly hard to keep it in, and he did keep it in somehow, and then nutmeg Nunes in the process. Zabarnyi. Back to Travers. Half-time, surely going in at 1-0 now with 10 seconds remaining. But Bournemouth go longer. Kanji gets up, wins the header, and Gundogan just about gets on the end of it. Gets it back to Nathan Ake. Look at the midfield. Look at them. Look at Gundogan. Look at Foden now. They're not moving. Half-time. Get him in, Pep. Get him in, Pep. I mean, they need words, man. Everyone's just sprinting down that dugout. Get him down there. Have a word with him because there's too many way below par performances from some of those City players. I mean, that's as insulting as it gets, mate. That's as insulting as it gets, to be honest, Devious. Really, really bang average performance, and that's being kind. I'm being kind. Nice one, Finn. Wow. I don't know what to do. What would you do now? I think we need to have words. I think Foden's probably going to have to stay on and go centre forward. I can see Haaland coming off because it looks like he's injured. He looked like he was nursing an injury, unless they can do some magical treatment at half time and give him some sort of pain relief. I'm equally concerned about it becoming 2-0 because Bournemouth have, while they have got the lead and they've backed off a little bit as a result, you can understand Bournemouth doing that, but they've still come forward and picked their moments wisely. You know, they've been quite clever, Bournemouth. They started the game on fire. Took us to the cleaners in the first 10 minutes. We got blitzed in that first 10 minutes. And it's not the first time that's happened. Brentford at home. I mean, go back, wherever you get your stats, go to SofaScore right now. Go to SofaScore right now and type in Man City, Brentford, the home game. Go to the stats of that game and then go to the first half stats of that game and tell me what you saw. Because they battered us in that first 10 minutes of that game. And it's happening again. You know, it's frustrating that we're coming onto pitches just below. You can't start games like this and continue to turn them round. And we've done fantastically well to turn the game around like we did against Arsenal, going 2-1 down. Ipswich, 1-0 down. Brentford, 1-0 down, you know? We will eventually not do it, you know? We won't be always be able to turn these games around. I mean, Nathan Ake there, they're just showing the replay of Nathan Ake. He was the first, second actually, because I think Kyle Walker committed a shocking decision as well. A couple of minutes before that, and they've not even shown that because it never amounted to a clear-cut chance. But that one did. Nathan Ake running out for, overrunning it in midfield. And, there comes the goal. Kirkes one-on-one with Foden. I mean, you're thinking you're safe there. Kyle Walker's backing him up. Kyle Walker doesn't get out. I mean, Gvardiol's got to do better with handling Semenyo. Nowhere near strong enough. Semenyo spins him. I mean, it's a catalogue of errors, really. Foden was initially doing quite a good job. He was doing the right thing. And then he just wasn't strong enough in the tackle. Once the tackle was needed and the ball was a little bit looser, not quite in the possession of Kirkes, he's got to slide in there, Foden, and smash him. You know what I mean? Because he's out of the box. You know, you're not worrying about giving a penalty away. You've got to make sure you don't let that cross come in. Kyle Walker, he's got to back up Phil Foden and get across to the byline closer and prevent that cross coming in, just in case Phil Foden doesn't manage to deal with it, because he doesn't deal with it. And then Kyle Walker's got to block the cross. And then the third error is Gvardiol's got to be stronger on Semenyo. Lean into him, mate. Don't let him spin you like that and smash it in the bottom corner. 3 errors there that, I mean, shocking. It really is to see them play that like this. So lacklustre. But he was shocking today, wasn't he? I mean, should we change the... I mean, because, were we as bad as Arsenal today? Because I felt like they were shocking as well. I thought they were shite today, Arsenal. And Newcastle wanted it more. Again, I actually felt like it was an attitude thing with Arsenal. Because I looked at that game and I looked at the movement, the body language of Newcastle players versus the body language of the Arsenal players. They wanted it more. And I mean, Newcastle seem to get fired up for these big games, don't they? They played like that against us, you know, and we were able to get a point out of that game. And I felt like we had to work hard for that. Really worked hard for that. And I've got no problem with going up against a Newcastle side that works as hard as they do and have the players that they do, your Gordons, your Isaks, your Guimareses, you know, the absolute quality that they've got that can hurt any side any day. No one's going to go to St James's Park and walk all over Newcastle. But Arsenal got bossed for the majority of that game. Physically bossed. And what's disappointing is we've not quite been bossed physically, but we've been bossed in terms of attitudes. Just a little bit like not switched on, you know? But, Liverpool. I don't know how they're playing. But, really, come on, City. We need to do better. We really need to do better. I mean, this could be one of those games that we look back on in 2 months down the line. We talk about Manchester City and their champions winning mentality for not playing at their best, turning up in the second half and winning the game. It could be one of those games, but we've had a lot of those games this season. Too many. You can't keep doing it. You know, eventually you need to take the lead, make it 2, and control a game of football, because we should be controlling football matches better than we are. And I don't give a shit whether Rodri's here or not. It's nothing to do with Rodri, some of the stuff that's going on here. I mean, it would be better if he was here. There's no denying that. But it's not, Rodri's not there, so therefore we don't have any players that can control a football match. Are you kidding me? Lewis Cook and Ryan Christie? Are you kidding me? Give over. Come on. It's not Rodri being missing this at all. I mean, Foden, Bernardo Silva, you know, Gundogan. Come on. We should be bossing this game. Bossing it. And it is errors. I mean, it is errors. Gundogan, what are you doing watching this, mate? Oh, that's not your name. Your name's O. I thought your name was Gundogan. I was like, oh, fucking hell, Gundogan's... You should be listening to Pep. But you're not called Gundogan, you're called O. Gundogan was never good defensively. Not really, no, I agree. He's never really, that's not really a strong point. He reads the game quite well. Positionally, he's alright. But, I think that could be an option. But we've also got, I think it's more Doku Savino, actually, to be honest, and get Foden in the middle. But then it's like, is Haaland fit? Is Haaland going to come off in the second half, at the start of the second half, come off at half-time, rather? And therefore, who do we put up front? There's only really one player, is Phil Foden. Who could we put up front? Savino, potentially. I think Bernardo Silva has played there, but I wouldn't want to see him as a false 9. Yeah, Paul, I agree with you as well. I do think we do lack a bit of physicality at times this side. I think that's made worse when it's not needed. At times we play the likes of Rico Lewis. He's not physical at all, but he's not playing today. We've got Akanji playing in midfield or trying to push into midfield. I mean, what even is the system? What even is the system today? I couldn't see a clear pattern of play. You know, that back line in particular. Because Walker and Akanji were like way over on the right-hand side. And then there was this big gap where Ake would spread way over to the left-hand side and Kovacic would drop into centre-back to collect the ball. When he got the ball, he got his head up and had nobody to pass to. Because there was just a very well-positioned and well-set-up Bournemouth midfield that were just plugging gaps to prevent any ball into Foden or into Bernardo Silva or even further into Erling Haaland. There was just nothing available for Kovacic when he received the ball. And we just kept churning it about, recycling it back and forth around that back line. And eventually we gave it away, you know, and numerous times. But what's Gvardiol doing? Is Ake the central centre-back? Is Ake the... I don't know. I think, on paper, it's meant to be... see what I mean? I'm struggling. I think it's meant to be Gvardiol, Ake, Walker. I think that's meant to be the back three. With Akanji pushing a little bit, but I haven't really seen that. It could be more Akanji in the middle, Walker right centre-back, Ake left centre-back, and Gvardiol pushing not into midfield, pushing up to sit alongside Erling Haaland, which is not anything new. We've seen that this season. But there's the ability to get into midfield has been non-existent. I think Pep does need to tweak it and give us an extra option. We've seen Bernardo Silva drop deep. In that last 10-15 minutes of that first half, Bernardo Silva started to drop quite deep because he recognised we're not getting through the midfield, so I've got to come and get it. We saw that against Chelsea, who in the 4-4 last season, I remember it so well, and I think that set the blueprint for a lot of sides that know when Conor Gallagher did a fantastic job of just preventing the ball, Nicholas Jackson as well. Two players who are good, but like we shouldn't be like waxing lyrical about them too much. But those two prevented the ball getting into our midfield. Since that day, teams have done a lot of that. Just marking space. Just don't let them fire those balls through the middle. And we know that, so we go wide. But we've got Phil Foden who's not playing well. Nunes who's tried his best to create something in that first half. Tried glimpses of quality. But it depends what we do now, whether Haaland is fit. If Haaland's fit, I think he stays up top. And we take Gundogan off. I think put Foden into the middle with Bernardo Silva. And I would bring Savinho on the right wing and keep Nunes at the left. Make one change. Gundogan off, Savinho on, push Foden in the middle, Savinho right wing. That's the one change I would make. If Haaland is not fit, I think Foden goes up top, Gundogan stays on, and Savinho comes on for Haaland and goes on the right, where Foden's been playing. And everything stays as it was otherwise. But yeah, it's there's a lot of work that needs doing. And it's not just tactical. I think Pep needs to just shout a little bit. You know, sit down! Nobody talk! Everybody listen! One of them. Do you know what I mean? It needs to be one of them. That hurt my throat doing that. Too much fucking shouting. Liverpool are losing, Paul. I know, mate. Bloody brilliant. And so are we, unfortunately. So are we. It'd be so annoying, that, wouldn't it? It would be a relief. If Liverpool lose and we lose, I would feel almost a bit of relief, but almost such a wasted opportunity. Liverpool will say the same. If they lose and we lose, I mean, what an opportunity for them. You know, it goes both ways, doesn't it? Right, I need a wee. I'll be back in a minute. Enjoy the thing. Paul's getting a lot of screen time. Chill out, Paul. Come on, City. Come on, City. Please, please, we've got to win this game. This is such a big game now. Yeah. Phil, you're absolutely right. Pivotal 45 minutes coming up. Oh. Right. We're not, definitely not. If the chair thinks we're winning, it's over. I didn't even tell you. You don't even know who this chair supports. It's not a City fan. Second half's about to get underway. Good, Jesus Christ, that was quick. I really pushed it with that piddle, didn't I? They're making a substitute. Haaland's on. Haaland's fit. Good. And we're off. Second half. Massive, massive performance needed. Oh, so no changes whatsoever. So that to me screams attitude. However, Phil Foden's on the left here, actually. Yeah, no changes. He's not a City fan. Semenyu's in. It's going to be 2-0. Oh, it's fucking so... Still 2. It's still 1-0, man. Edison saves us again. What? How have you not learned your lessons? What have you said, Pep? One long ball, Kyle Walker with some unbelievably shite defending. Semenyo just runs across him and controls it. Rule number 1 as a defender. When that ball's up in the air, you do not let it bounce, because a bounce causes chaos. He doesn't even let it bounce. He lets Semenyo control it. He runs across Kyle Walker, who's just too busy worrying about where Semenyo is, rather than where the ball is. You know, corner ball to Bournemouth, coming in. Cleared by Ake. It's not properly, though. Edison collects it. Edison's saving us, man. Rolls it out to Nunes, who can drive forward here, but has he got options in front of him? No, he's not. He's on his own, surrounded by Bournemouth players. Look at the attitude difference. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. An opportunity for Manchester City to mount a counter-attack. We roll the ball out to Nunes and he sprints away. All I saw was just this wave of Bournemouth players just getting back. And not what... Foden was the only player that appeared in shot. And then eventually, ambling forward was the City players trying to catch up. What are you doing here, City? That was a proper opportunity to get forward then. Edison caught it. Bournemouth were all forward. He rolls it out. Bang. Go, go, go. Sprint. Everybody get... Well, not everybody, but the players that would get forward normally get forward. And they just chill, mate. Ah, yeah, we'll get there eventually. Come on, lads. It's got to be better. It's got to be. It is loud, innit? I can't do much about it. Ball laid off to Haaland, and it's not quite ready to receive it. Haaland there, caught on his heels a little bit there. Yeah, it's a loud fan, mate. Who's broke his arm? Who's broken an arm? Jonny heard what's happened to Canate. Oh, there you go. In Liverpool, he's broken his arm. No, I heard before you mentioned it, actually. Because I read it the wrong way round. So, no way. Canate, broken arm. Wow. That's a big blow to Liverpool, because as much as Virgil van Dijk is their rock, he's no pebble. He is a bit of a rock himself. Those two together are solid centre-backs. And that could be him out for, well, way beyond Christmas now. Broken arm, mate. You're not coming back for a couple of months. At least. Depends on the severity, though, doesn't it? I mean, if it's a little fracture, you know, they can be a little bit quick. Foden finds a little pocket of space, gets Gvardiol forward, but it's sent him wide. Gvardiol cuts it back across. Nunes at the near post tried to do something effective, but couldn't get in front of Zabani. Good pocket of space found by Phil Foden. But even the ball, I'm being a little bit critical, but the ball from Foden forced Gvardiol a little bit wider than he would have liked. He could have ran onto it and drove it across the face of goal. Here's Foden again. Ball into Bernardo Silva. This is better from City. Dink to the back post. It's Erling Haaland. It's another good bit of defending from Senesi this time, who flicks it away for a corner. As Erling Haaland was jumping. Is it a goal kick as well? Is he... Haaland's shaking his head like... Come on, Haaland. Has it come off Haaland as well? Looks like it might be a goal kick. We're not selling for what? We're not going to get much money for him, are we? Unless we go to Saudi. I mean, we've got to remember what Kyle Walker's done. Oh, ball flicked over the top. All the City defenders are holding their hands up and they get their wish in asking the linesman to raise his flag, and he does just that. But it was a simple header. Kyle Walker's side of the pitch once again. Sent over the top, doesn't win his aerial duel, flicked on by Semenyo, and it was Evan Nielsen who was caught offside, but City coming forward the other way with Nunes down the left wing. One-on-one with Zabani, goes past him easily. Nunes to the back post, and Foden's shot is so poor. He drags it horribly, horribly wide with an opportunity that was gift-wrapped for Phil Foden to at least hit the target. Work the keeper there, Phil. And he turns away and messes with his shirt and looks like he doesn't give a shit. Come on, Phil. You should be like, fuck am I doing? I would be fuming at myself if I dragged the ball that far wide like that. Come on, Phil, mate. Need to see better from Foden there. He's got to be hitting the target, surely. You know, and I've fucking... Come on, Blues. I mean, we're looking at a game now where... Imagine if we draw this game and we go 1 point further ahead. Liverpool and Arsenal have both lost. Obviously, Liverpool haven't yet, but in terms of imagine if they did and we get a point and it turns out to be a good point. It shouldn't be like that, though. We should be beating Bournemouth here. This is not a performance that's filling me with confidence, put it that way. Foden... You got lucky, Phil. You got lucky. He's won a free kick there, but I mean, he got caught on the ball, and Michael Oliver does him a favour really and gives him a free kick. Come on, Phil. I mean, Gundogan as well. I mean, he's almost avoided the ball. I've not seen him touch the ball in the second half. 6 minutes in, laid off by Haaland was really bad. Come on, City. I'm trying to not deliver this news to you, City fans. But I've got to say what I see. I've got to say what I see. And what I see is worrying in this performance. I didn't get too hard on them against Spurs. I wasn't pleased with them because I thought against Spurs there were some players that they're just casual. Too casual. But I'm going to speak more on it now because we're in a Premier League title race. And this is a Premier League match. And we've witnessed our rivals lose. Ball out to Ederson, controlled by Walker with his chest. Has to go back towards his own goal though because Kirkes closes him down really well. Walker back to Akanji. Akanji now to Ederson. Can't get out. Can't get out. Struggling here. Gvardiol spins. Gets the ball down the line to Nunes. Oh, lovely little flick from Nunes. Foden gets involved. Lovely little turn by Foden. Great from Phil Foden. That is ball from Bernardo Silva's good. It was nearly good. Haaland's run was good. That was good. That was good. That's better from City. Good football all round, really. Bernardo Silva's ball was just a little bit too much on it, to be honest. Overhit it, really, looking for Haaland. But great play from Foden there. Taking the game by the scruff of the neck there, really. Taking the ball probably off Gvardiol, who was about to take it away. But Foden says, that's my ball. Gets it down the line to Bernardo Silva. And the intention was good from Bernardo Silva to try and find Haaland early into a little pocket of space, but he just overhit it. Come on. Yeah, don't forget to keep me up to date with the Liverpool game if you can, chat. I'd appreciate it. Because I'm receiving. There's all the City players warming up. McAtee, Lewis, O'Reilly, Doku, Savinho. 5 City players warming up. And De Bruyne stays sat down. He ain't fit. He ain't fit at all. He didn't warm up before the game. You know, when all the players are on the pitch, he wasn't there. So why is he on the bench? What is going on? What is going on? Why do that? What is the thinking behind a player who is not fit saying you're playing but on the bench, but I'm not going to use you and you're not going to warm up? Why? You might as well put a fucking garden gnome on the bench and just paint his face like De Bruyne. What's the fucking difference? Gundogan with a nice touch. Foul, referee. That should be a yellow as well, to be honest, because Gundogan's away there. Are they not that red? It's because I'm fucking freezing. I've turned the heating off. Oh, who's done that there? Was that Foden again giving the ball away? It was, because I can see he's actually working to try and get it back, in fairness to him, but it was shite ball to begin with. Gundogan just got bodied by Semenyo. Semenyo coming over to the right side here, but it all starts with a Phil Foden sloppy ball, trying to find a little pocket of space there. Núñez gets back and Gundogan takes it off him. Gundogan steps in, gets the ball forward. Haaland making it. Ooh, fucking hell. Haaland's just taken one to the ankle there. That looked bad, that did. Haaland's writhing around in pain. Are we going to play on? Yeah, we're just chilling, yeah? Nearly tried to break his leg. No probs. No probs. Are Bournemouth going to be... Nah, they're going to be... Well played, Kirkez. You got to take your hats off. Obviously, that's going to get booed around the whole country. But, well played, Milos Kirkez, for kicking the ball out of play there and allowing treatment for Erling Haaland, because that is a... He won the ball, though. It's one of them. The follow-through connects with Haaland's ankle. Yeah, he didn't mean it, Cook. I don't think he meant it. It looks like he could be okay. Certainly, Haaland's leg's in the air, luckily. He just lifted his leg at the right time, Haaland, because if he plants his studs in the ground as the connection happens with Cook's right boot, that snaps his leg. It's one of them. But because he lifts his leg, but Cook goes through, foot down, studs down, wins the ball, tackles it cleanly, but just the momentum, and as he's going through, he lifts his leg a little bit towards the end. Does he mean that? Does he not? I don't know. You mean a bit, it's hard to say. I think only he will know whether he meant connection with Haaland in that way, but I would give him the benefit of the doubt there, because I don't think he meant it. But Haaland's down, and Noel Gallagher's there with his Bezzy mate. People want red in the chat. Should be a red, apparently. I'm not sure. The thing is, nowadays, I think if he breaks his leg, he will get a red card, even if he didn't mean to do it. If you break someone's leg nowadays, you just get a red card immediately, don't you? But here we are. We have a look at the tackle. Eyes on the ball. It's unfortunate. He wins the ball first. Eyes completely on the ball. Gets a big toe on it. He lifts his leg a little bit at the end. Some could say that's to protect himself because he knows he's about to fly through a 6'9" Norwegian Viking. So I'm not sure that's a red card. Haaland's not happy. Well, I can see why Haaland's not happy, because it's one of them. It looked like it hurt as well. Randall doesn't give a shit. Not a single shit given by Randall. He wants a red. Me too, mate, but trying to be reasonable here. Pearl agrees with me. I don't know. And well played to Bournemouth for kicking it out of play. Because that doesn't really happen as often as it used to. It used to be a little bit more sportsmanlike. It used to be, I mean, if it's me, I'm like, play on, mate. I'm like, play on. I take every opportunity you can get. The game is full of fine margins now, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So because of that, you take every opportunity you can get. But to see a level of sportsmanship like that, I doubt they would have done it at 1-0, at 0-0 though, or 1-0 down. Because they're 1-0 up, it probably gives them a little bit of leeway to do it. But still though, fair play to Bournemouth. Ederson goes long, looking for Walker, who wins the header, gets it down the line to Haaland, who just about keeps Walker's flick on in play. Still knocked forward and cleared eventually by Bournemouth up in the air. Semenyo misjudges the header. Sorry, that was Kluivert. Kovacic collects it off from Akanji. Gundogan. See, what is the system? Can you tell me what the system is? Look where Kyle Walker is. We've got two at the back. Bernardo Silva finds a pocket of space. Nunes chops it onto his right foot, does he? No, he's overrun it. You just go all the way, Nunes, there. You did the difficult bit. You found a pocket of space. Oh, Walker's just given the ball away. Semenyu's through on goal. Get back, Gvardiol. Kluivert, we've got numbers back, but we're all over the place here. We've got to nick it. Oh, Semenyu's got it. Pocket of space is in on goal. Chops it onto his right foot. Semenyu deflected. Corner ball. They should be punishing us. They should have punished us for that. What are we doing here, Blues? It was a terrible ball from Semenyu. A real opportunity to make it 2-0 there. Tries to just poke it through to Kluivert, who's the man over, and free as a bird on the right side of him. And Walker had control of the situation with Semenyu on the halfway line. He was going into a shoulder-to-shoulder battle with Semenyu. He almost won it and then got in front of him. And then Akanji and Walker sort of tackle each other, and Walker falls over, and it breaks into a pocket of space for Semenyu to keep going. And away he goes. 2-on-1 with Nathan Ake, and his pass just wasn't good enough. Slows the attack down, but here's a Bournemouth corner. Back post has gone over everybody. Goal kick. Nah, come on, ZG. That's not true. That's not true. Your wish is my fart. This has been proper farts, isn't it? This proper fucking. I mean, we've brought a fart to a shit fight. That's what we've done today. Attitude-wise, it's been a fart in a shit fight. Come on. "60 minutes gone. 1 hour of football that's been worrying. I wonder what the stats are. I don't even know what the stats are. Be interesting to see how we've actually played in terms of statistics. I bet our possession is pretty high, as usual, because we have played had most of the ball, I would say. But it's not enough. It's just not enough. Yeah, 63% possession. 7 shots, 0 on target for Manchester City. And they've had 7 shots, 4 on target. Working Edison. Ball into the box there is eventually cleared. Nunes. It's up in the air, still not cleared. Bernardo Silva tries to bring it down. Gets it onto his left foot. Starts coming inside. Gundogan now. Tries to find Bernardo Silva. It was never on, mate. Thread in the eye of the needle, but he's got lucky. It's come back to him. Lays it down to Nunes. Left foot. What? Nunes, mate. Back to Gundogan again. What are we doing here? Kovacic. Out to Walker. Akanji thought about the first time shot. Thinks against it. Gets to Nathan Ake. Gvardiol. Nunes with a free kick, referee. Surely. Yes, it is. Nunes with a couple of opportunities. Just decisions have been a bit wayward from Mateus Nunes, but he's still the brightest spark in a Manchester City shirt in this game. He's still by far the best chance, or the best hopes we have of something happening. He's won us a free kick here. Just a little moment here. There was a moment before where he chose the wrong option. He got the ball in a situation where he should either be shooting or cutting it, firing it across the face of goal. He tries to cut it back to Gundogan, who just wasn't expecting it, and gives it away. But a Gundogan with a free kick. It's a good one, and it's cleared though. Kovacic with a volley. Oh, not a bad effort from Kovacic at all. Difficult technique because it's coming over his shoulder and he's got to get it back that way. You know, and he whips it. It's one of those where you've got to get your knee over it. And he does just that. Not a bad effort from Kovacic there, but it does go a couple of yards wide. But come on. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new. If you want to become a Typical City member, the link is in the description near the top if you're interested in supporting me. Semenyu. Sent Kirkes forward. It's ball in. Kluivert. 2-0. It's Evan Nielsen. It's not Kluivert, sorry, but it's 2-0. It's been coming. It's been coming. It's nowhere near good enough. People in the first half telling me to calm down. What do you mean? I know what I'm watching. I say what I see, people. And what I've seen is nothing short of a piss-poor attitude from far too many of these players. Far too many. It's been coming. Ball down that side again. Kyle Walker done. Whipped across. Evan Nielsen makes it 2-0. Kyle Walker getting done by Kirkes, and a great ball across. A very Erling Haaland type finish, sliding across the floor, just getting your leg out there, just stretching yourself. And it's a fantastic finish from Evan Nielsen, it really is. Can't even blame it on the injuries because half of them are fucking back, you know. There's nothing to blame it on here other than attitudes and just general quality from too many of them. 2-0 Bournemouth. Bournemouth look like they're going to get their first ever Premier League win against a Manchester City side. Ake Neil trying to fucking bury it again. Akanji tried it in the first half, making Edison work. Again, question still remains. Excluding Mateus Nunes and Edison now. Has anyone else played well? I think we can be reasonably okay with Nunes, who's doing his best here, trying to find the ball forward. He's lost the ball though. Away comes Ryan Christie, driving Bournemouth forward. And what do we do here, Blues? Do we send Doku on? Savinho on? Are they even fit? Are they just sat there as furniture, dressed in Manchester City players? Kyle Walker, just then, just tried to look cool and made himself look like a proper knob. The ball just comes out of nowhere. Luckily, Semenyo just completely misjudges the flight of the ball. Kyle Walker's got 5-10 yards of space. He tries to cushion it down the line and just skews it out for a throw-in. And not only did he do it, he tried to do it while looking cool by very casual, look at me, I'm not trying, but watch this, knock it down the line, and he just skews it out for a throw-in. Oh, fuck off. Piss off with that. Piss off with that shit. Just bring it down, mate, and pass it. You don't need to do the fancy shit. Oh. Wow. Wow. I'm gutted. I'm gutted about this performance. I really am. I don't even look like equalising or getting a goal back. You know, I mean, you think City now is normally the old City. It's just Bernardo Silva's just had it taken off him. So it's going to be 3-0 in a minute. It's going to be 3-0. Semenyo. Tavernier. Down the right-hand side with Gvardiol onto his left foot. 3-0. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, and they've missed an absolute sitter. Oh, you fucking embarrassment, City. You're an embarrassment. You're getting embarrassed by Bournemouth. They've just smashed the post and then you got away with fucking murder because Adam Smith comes out from right back and misses an open goal from, what, about 12 yards out. Not a difficult angle, really. You just got to get your head over it, keep it down, side foot, hit the target, and it's 3-0. And he smashed it over the bar. You fucking jokers. How easy was that? Bernardo Silva as well. You're 2-0 down, and normally now you see City just up the tempo, keep the ball, start passing it around with a little bit of zest. You know what I mean? A little bit of purpose. Oh, it's so disappointing. It's so... And that's me being polite. I could say a lot worse. I could say a lot worse. But, I mean, this... it should be... Phil Foden, mate. What are you doing here? Wow. Pep stood up. Good. This is shocking. Absolutely shocking from Manchester City. Who was that? Where is he? There's some fucking clown in the first. I ignored him because I knew you don't have a right to tell me to calm down, mate, but fair enough. Yeah, that's fine. But, I mean, where the fuck are you, man? Like, I had every reason to be frustrated with this shower that we're watching here. Here they come again, Bournemouth, down the left-hand side, Kirkes with Semenyo on the overlap. 20 minutes to go. This is becoming damage limitation more than let's get back into the game. Fucking hell. Trying to keep our dignity intact. Please, come on. Where's your fucking spirit? Haaland's dead in the water, man. He's not closing down anymore. He's offering nothing to the game. If he's carrying an injury, get him off. It's not worth it. He looks injured. He looks injured, so get him off. But the question is, are these superstar players that are miraculously fit all of a sudden that are on our bench, you're thinking Savinho, Doku and Kevin De Bruyne, are they actually fit? Because normally, you're 2-0 down, what would you do if you've got Kevin De Bruyne on the bench, eh? What would you do? You'd bring him on, wouldn't you? Ball in, saved by Ederson. Fucking hell. You'd bring Kevin De Bruyne on. Elenis. I'm not panicking about the season. I'm panicking about this performance right now. You need to see a pattern form before you panic. You know, panicking about a season and panicking about a game are two very different things. I mean, I'm concerned about the current week that we've had as Manchester City fans. You know, the performance against Spurs, I was surprised to see so many City fans talk about how well we played. And I think that was because there were kids playing and the circumstances of having so many injuries. Okay, fine. What's the excuse today? Because this is a first team selection with less kids than we've played all season. We've been playing Rico Lewis for most of the season. You know, we've got Kovacic, Gundogan, Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva, Erling Haaland. The back line, yeah, it's missing Ruben Diaz, but you got Akanji, Ake, Gvardiol. What are we talking about here? There are no excuses. Given away by Akanji and intercepted, mate. You sat down with that pass, mate. You wrapped it up in a letter. You licked the fucking thing. You stamped it. And by then, the postman's already waiting for you. He's already fucking waiting for you. You telegraphed it, mate. Got to be more subtle. You got to be better. Foden now, coming forward. Haaland takes it. Doesn't take it. It was a great ball from Foden. Fired into Erling Haaland. Touch of a wardrobe. Kyle Walker gives away the free kick and punches the ball. Yeah, I'd see good. You know what I mean? Good. Thank you. Yeah, I'd rather see that from Kyle Walker. A bit of caring. Someone giving a shit. He's having a fucking mare, Kyle Walker, but at least he gives a shit. You know what I mean? Good. That's the first sign of something, life, I've seen from anyone on this side. Punching the ball. Right. Good. Have the others seen that? Because here comes the substitution. Who's this? Is that Rico Lewis I see coming on? Is that Rico Lewis? He's bringing on Rico Lewis. They're not fit. What was the point, Pep? Why have you done this? Why have you said, oh, Doku, De Bruyne, Savinho, yeah. If we're 2-0 down and we've got them on the bench, you play them. You bring them on to turn the game round. But they're garden gnomes. The ball given away. Haaland back there causing chaos. Laid off. Given away by Kluivert sloppily to Bernardo Silva, but he's got no options and he gives it away. I mean, it's a joke. Have we strung 3 passes together in the last 10 minutes? Ball to the back post. Semenyo can bring it down nice and controlled in the penalty area. What am I watching here? Wow, 1-1 at Liverpool as well. Fuck it out. D, thanks very much for the super chat. It could well be. Ederson comes out. He wins the ball, referee, though. He wins the ball. It's a goal kick. Good bit of goalkeeping. Man of the match, Ederson, hands down, and he's 2-0. And we're giving it a goalkeeper man of the match with 18 minutes to go. And we're 2-0 down, and the goalkeeper's our best player. Oh, lads, what are we doing? Might be the worst we've been in 3 seasons. No guts. I think the worst performance I've seen from City, I mean, this is up there in recent times. This is up there. And Rico's jogging, ambling onto the pitch. Nathan Ake's coming off. So what's that all about? I think it's to do what I talk about at half-time. Try and find pockets because we're not even getting out. We can't even pass the ball in this game. But he's walking pretty gingerly, Nathan Ake, so he might not be injured as well. Brilliant. 2-1 Liverpool. Gutted. Kirkes looks like he's coming off for Bournemouth. I mean, 2 assists for him, by the way. What did I say in the preview? He gets better every time I watch him, that Kirkes, and he's growing into a player. If you watch me the preview, you'll have heard me say that. Got himself 2 assists today from left back for Bournemouth. Don't forget, Arsenal lost 2-0 to Bournemouth, but that was 10 men, Arsenal. We're getting beaten, and rightly so, by this Bournemouth side. And it's not like, oh, we went down to 10 men, or, oh, we're suffering with injuries. Nah, man, this side should be beating Bournemouth. These players are just not playing to the best of their ability. Whether you want to call that an off day, which is being generous, or just a very problematic attitude problem, that is more of a concern. Because how do you turn that around? I mean, ball in from Núñez, cleared. It's spiritless. It is spiritless from too many of these players. Núñez down to Phil Foden. Elanis with the super chat. Thank you very much, Elanis. Just can't believe it is the Champions League team getting killed out there. Just missing Rodri and Grealish. We're going to get used to it, Elanis, mate. We're going to have to get used to no Rodri because we can't keep talking about him. Can we talk about Rodri? Can we talk about Rodri? Can we talk about Rodri? He won the Ballon d'Or. Oh, Rico's injured. He just started limping. First thing he's done, he's been kicked and he's limping. He seems all right, though. I think it was just a whack. But can't write it, can you? Núñez, come on. Good ball into Foden. What is up with Phil? Who is Ilkay Gundogan? Who is Phil? Who are these imposters that are on the pitch? Just a swing and a miss. Just an air shot from Phil Foden trying to cross the ball. Hey, rightly so. Would you like to play Nottingham Forest right now? I certainly wouldn't want to play Nottingham Forest right now. Chris Wood banging them in left, right and centre. Quick throw in by Kyle Walker sends Foden away into a pocket of space and is sort of dinked over to Núñez, who has been the only player that I'm thinking, right, we may do something here, but he's out on the left. I'd send Phil Foden out on the left, and get Núñez in the middle, get him somewhere where he can cause more danger than he's doing right now, because he's the only player that's showing any spirit, any fight about this performance. Here he is again, Núñez onto his right foot, crossed in, it's cleared. Foden thinks about... First time volley from Phil Foden, completely slices it, and he looks like he doesn't give a shit. You're a City fan, Phil! Show us what you mean to us! This is what this is about, Phil! It's for us, it's for City, you're one of us! Give a shit! Fuck, man! Jesus, Phil! Man. Enes Ünal coming on for Bournemouth. Former Manchester City graduate. Centre forward. Who's upped his game in recent years to the point where he's been rewarded with a Premier League contract at Bournemouth. And it would be the cherry on the cake to see a former Manchester City academy score today. I think that would be the final nail in the coffin. Not quite a cherry on the cake, because that's a good thing. I like cake. Coffins and nails, they're bad things. And that's what this is. This is a coffin. This is a coffin, this is. This is certainly not a cake. And here comes that final nail. Oh, and they've hit the side netting. Brooks with the first opportunity. He's also come onto the pitch, by the way, for Bournemouth. He came on with Enes Ünal. And first thing he does is hit the side netting. I mean, have we done anything like that? Have we done anything like that in this whole second half? Just a pass to a player who has a shot and calls it, Kyle Walker with the touch. I mean, it's just like passing through water. Do you know what I mean? These guys couldn't even control their own piss. Come on. Semenyo with, that's lovely from Semenyo. What a touch. It's sad. It's a sad day where I'm applauding Bournemouth players. And they've given it out for and Travers nearly let it roll out for a corner. But 12 minutes to go, we don't even look like scoring. This is, this could be, I can't remember who said it, but I mean, it could be one of the worst performances in recent years we've seen here from Manchester City. I'm thinking Villa last season, that was a stinker. That was a real stinker of a performance, that was. Southampton in the Carabao Cup 2 years ago when we won the treble. You know, we were awful in that game. We were awful, but we almost wrote it off. But this is a Premier League match against a Bournemouth side with very little excuses that we can bring to the table as a reason why we are not playing better. Ball in from Nunes. Haaland! Oh, that was the one. That was the one where we could be talking about getting a point somehow, but it was a good ball from Nunes. Dinks it in. Haaland uses his strength to get in front of Senesi, and with his side foot effort, just doesn't connect with it enough, and Travers makes the save, gathers it pretty simply. Oh, mate. I'm not a fan of these little smirks from some of our players. You know, like Klopp used to do. You know when things used to go wrong for Jurgen Klopp? He used to do that little, like, this can't be happening to me. Like, that arrogance. Like, what, me? Losing? No, that can't be right. I'm just going to smirk my way out of this because I'm feeling insecure. The City players are doing it. Too many of them are just like, no way did I just miss that. Like, mate, you should be fucking fuming. You should be fuming with yourself. You should be angry. Come on. Don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Edison ball out to Rico Lewis. Immediately, Rico Lewis just gets his head up, looks around, and he starts gesturing like, who can I pass to? It's not like we've not been beaten by a low block. We've not been beaten by a counter-attack. We've beaten by a side that is just all round in every department been better than us. Mateus Nunes, come on, mate, step overs, dinks it to the back post, and it's awkwardly cleared. It's broken to Bernardo Silva. His cross is blocked and it's a corner ball. But that's the concerning thing, is it's not like, oh, low block. That's what we've faced all season, a low block. They've taken the game to us and been better than us in every way you can think of. Gundogan now, Kovacic. Ah, too slow. Gundogan, ball in. Haaland with the header. Oh, it's gone in! Gvardiol! 9 minutes to go, let's fucking go! Gvardiol! With a header, I couldn't see if it went in. I mean, little high fives round and just a little bit of... Oh, we've scored, have we? Yeah, we've scored. Yeah, we've scored. Fucking get on with the game! Come on! Let's go! 9 minutes to go. Can we steal this? Can we steal this? Because I mean, 2-1 is a robbery as it stands right now. It's a robbery. Do you know what I mean? 2-1. How have we got a goal in this game is beyond me. It's beyond me. But hey, Gundogan, great ball. Meant exactly what he did there. That was delivered perfectly. Perfect delivery by Ilkay Gundogan. And Gvardiol leaps up higher than a bat's vagina and fucking gets that ball bang into the top corner. Love that from Josko Gvardiol. Come on. 2-1. And we've gone back to Bournemouth on the attack. Come on. Shit in hell, City. We can do this. It's a free kick to Bournemouth. They tried to take a quick one, didn't they? They were trying to be sneaky. And Bernardo Silva saw it. They did a little touch on the ball to try and claim that it had gone into play. You know, those clever little free kicks, but they've not bought it. Ball across, gone out for a goal kick. Edison sprinting quicker than any Manchester City player has sprinted the whole game trying to get that ball. I would love it, Aaron, but it's bullshit. He's double bluffed us, Pep Guardiola. We all thought that they're fit and they're going to be playing. You telling me that Savinho and Doku are not on this pitch when you're 2-1 down, even at 2-0 down? You bring on Doku, you bring on Savinho. They're not fit. So why put them there? Just give the kids a run out, give them experience. You know, I mean, maybe he's trying to keep the cohesive squad together, but it seems pointless to me because it just makes us have very little options. They're coming away with it. Semenyo, and he slips. He's still got it, though. Of course he has. He slips and he still keeps the ball. Bernardo Silva trying to get back. Kovacic trying to get back. And Gvardiol's got himself a goal, by the way. Again, how many times is this guy going to score this season? Oh, who's coming on? There is a player coming on. 6 minutes to go. Let's bring on an attacking player. It's not like we need to win, is it? Nah, mate. It's not like we're losing and Liverpool are winning. You know? Imagine if we get a point. I'll be over the moon with a point, considering this performance. I feel like we need one of them team meetings. Is that Doku? It's Doku coming on. Pep's done this before. We've gone into moments. I remember about 3 or 4 years ago, Pep watched them. We played West Brom. I think it was like 3 seasons into Pep's reign. Gundogan off, Doku on. I wonder what Doku's going to bring to the team. Is Nunes gone in the middle? Doku's gone out on the left, presumably. But yeah, we drew with West Brom at home, and sorry, I said Gvardiol because he's on my screen. Pep said in the post-match interview that was not my team. I didn't recognise my team. I didn't see my team at all. Oh, fucking hell, has Akanji gone down here? That looks serious. He's got a serious whack there. Head injury as well. Back of Enes Ünal's head and the front of Akanji's head. Looks like his cheekbone. He's alright. He's back on his feet. Yeah, a little bump together. But yeah, after that interview that Pep did, the reports came out in the end of the season, after the end of the season review, that he got all the team in and there was a proper get together, sit down, let's have a massive argument. Let's the whole squad hash it out. Let's say our piece, speak about the problems, speak your piece, have your say. What do you feel is going wrong? What do you feel like we can do better? And then all shake hands, kiss, make up, and let's move forward together, connected as a squad, and go and win this fucking Premier League. And we did go and win it that year. You know, and it was after a slacky, sloppy, horrible performance like this. And I think he needs to do it again. You know, we need to see something. We need to see more than this. Gvardiol, his shot's blocked by Brooks, and he's in trouble here if he doesn't win that. He's got it. Akanji, deal with it. Yeah, gets it out to Doku. Elanis, thanks very much for the super chat. Elanis, mate, you're a legend, you are. When only our left back is scoring, we have a problem. Yep, you're right. But here's Foden, twisting onto his right foot, gets it out to Bernardo Silva. 4 minutes remain. Mateus Nunes gets it across. He's claiming for a handball or something. I don't know. Didn't seem like the hand was in an unnatural position. But here comes Bournemouth. Semenyo bringing it down the left-hand side. Oh, Enes Ünal's been sent away. Kyle Walker doing his best to get back. Does get back, slows him down at least. But I mean, we could have... Kovacic steps in and intercepts it. And here we go now. Come on. Bournemouth sent everyone forward. Bournemouth are going for the kill. Do you know what I mean? Fucking fair play, Bournemouth. Fair play. Do you know what I mean? It's like, how many sides are 2-1 up against Manchester City with a couple minutes to go, sending players forward, trying to get a third? And they could have easily got it. You know, and then they're sprinting back the other way, quicker than our players, to get back and prevent it. Doku tried to find Phil Foden, but it was intercepted. Bernardo Silva now out on this left-hand side. Rico Lewis. Doku. He's not doing any shimmy. Oh, he's shimmy, shimmy, yay. Doku into the penalty area. Referee penalty. No, he said get up. He said get up. City want a penalty, but I mean, it was dubious. Rico Lewis, surely he's getting fouled there. Surely. Fucking Foden nearly took it away from Kovacic there with a silly touch, but here he is, Foden. Go on, Doku. Cleared. VAR getting involved, are they? I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know why Doku even went down. I didn't even see an attempted tackle from a Bournemouth player. Can't see it there. No, I mean, you're going to have to give us a better angle than that. If that's the angle you're going off, one where you can't see it, it's not happening. It's a play on, ball in. Kovacic is corner of the area. There's no way we're getting a point here. Can't believe it if we get a point. Bernardo Silva. Ball in's deflected. It's Rico Lewis and it's cleared. Strong bit of defending that from Brooks. Bernardo Silva being pushed away by Kirkez. Keeps the ball though, Bernardo. Bernardo Silva's been, I mean, okay. Do you know what I mean? He's been okay. Like, not good. Not good by any stretch of the imagination. But he's been okay. Bernardo Silva. Doku to the byline. Doesn't fancy it on the left, does he? He has to turn back. He has to slow it down. Little shimmy ya, shimmy yam, shimmy ya. It's Doku. Shot saved at the near post by Travers. It's a corner ball. Fucking hell, that motion blur then. The camera's just like doing a 360 spin. Nearly threw up watching it. All for the sake of getting Noel Gallagher on camera, that was. Just the cameraman just going, fucking, oh, Noel Gallagher. Do you know what I mean? Like, just watch the game, mate. I'm not interested in Noel Gallagher right now. I just want to watch the football, if that's all right. Corner ball, in. Oh, I thought it was going to land. Oh, it's just cleared. It just dropped in the 6-yard box. Kovacic doing his best against Semenyo. He's bullied us, man, in this game. He's not punished us. You know, he scored a goal, but, I mean, he could have done way more damage than he has done in this game. Ah, Nunes gives away a free kick. That's going to kill the momentum because we were mounting a bit of pressure there in the hope of getting back into this game. We're about to see the stoppage time board. 6 minutes of added time for Manchester City to snatch an equaliser. Very much undeserved equaliser, but... oh, mate. Don't forget to hit that like button, please, Blues. And rival fans who have tuned in to witness some delicious tears, you can all fuck off. Ball long is won, but Nunes wins it back. Sends Doku away. Go on, Doku. Go on, Doku. It's one-on-one with Adam Smith. A labouring Adam Smith who's tired. Doku's come inside him, and that's a foul, referee. Get him in the book. That's a dirty, cynical foul that I would be applauding if I was a Bournemouth fan. I'd be saying, well played. Very good tactical foul to give away. Because Doku was away then. He was in business. He'd cut inside Adam Smith there, and he was away. 5 minutes of the remaining 6 to go. And it's Phil Foden who has had an absolute stinker of a game with the free kick. He whips it in. Oh, it's a corner ball. It's somehow managed to go all the way through to Gvardiol at the back post, who I thought was going to equalise. I mean, get him up front, man. You know, there's our false 9. If we've got backup for Erling Haaland, his name's Josko. Do you know what I mean? Get him up front. For fuck's sake, Bernardo Silva with the corner. And it's cleared. Foden, last man. Of the way, ooh, fucking hell, he nearly did lose it as well. Kovacic with a little ball round the corner. Rico Lewis. Doku. Kovacic with space to drive into. Thinks about the shot. Kovacic deflected corner ball. We're turning the screw. This is reminiscent of the Arsenal stoppage time where it was corner, and Wolves as well, of course. Corner after corner after corner. And eventually, we got what we wanted. But there ain't no John Stones on this pitch right now. So, ball in. Kept alive, is it? No, Walker doesn't... get him out of that box. He doesn't have a clue what he's doing. Foden, ball in. Cleared. Another corner coming in. Another corner. Wow. Come on, Josko. Come on, big man. Oh, that's shit. That's a shit corner, Foden. You've got the ball back. Second opportunity. Just goes for a hopeful looping ball. And Haaland! How has he missed? How the fuck has he missed? Oh my God. What the fuck have you done, Erling? Oh, Doku's won it back. That's a free kick. No. Referee says play on, and then Bournemouth are going to make it 3 here. They're going to make it 3, surely. NSU now through on goal, one-on-one. Kyle Walker's doing his best. Oh, well done, Kyle. That's the Kyle Walker. He's got back. Oh, you're limping now, Kyle, are you? Yeah, get back into that medical room, mate. You know. Bernardo Silva coming forward. How's Hurley? I don't know what the fuck Haaland did then. I need to see a replay to see how bad a miss that was. But the rebound is the concern. Doku's ball across another corner. But it looked like a header from Haaland was saved initially by Travers. And then it comes out to Haaland, who, while Travers is on the floor, Haaland's got the goal in front of him, and I swear he hits the post. I don't know what just happened because it didn't look clear to me. But what the fuck? I mean, they've not even shown a replay yet, but that looked like a horrible, horrible miss from Erling Haaland. Foden's ball in, looks a good one. No, it's cleared again. Some great defensive headers here coming in from Bournemouth here. They're defending that box so well. But City looking for an equaliser. Ball in from Walker. The cameraman's all over the fucking place. Didn't even know where the ball had gone. Fucking hell, cameraman. Too busy wanking over Noel Gallagher. Give it a fucking rest and watch the fucking game. Fucking ball crossed in and he's still there focusing on the crosser of the ball. The ball's gone, mate. Follow the ball. Jesus Christ. Everyone's having a mare today, including... Oh, Haaland, mate. It's a little bit awkward on the rebound. Haaland wins the header. Saved by Travers. Oh, he's got to score. He's got to score, surely. It's a bit awkward, but it's like you almost had more time than that. It was almost like a guarantee. Appreciate that. Mika, thank you very much. Sometimes people don't like it. A lot of people don't like my honesty, but it's... honesty is the best policy. But yeah, a lot of people nowadays don't like honesty, do they? And honestly, we have been shocking today. Shocking. Like, genuinely shocking. Actually shocked to my core. I am shocked at how bad we are. And doubly so because of the Arsenal result that happened before this game. You're thinking, wow, Arsenal losing. I would have buzzed off a draw. 2 drop points for Arsenal. And Bernardo Silva with a silly ball over to nobody. But we got lucky because the clearance has been found by a City shirt. Doku coming in to the penalty area. Takes it across and it's cleared with seconds remaining. 30 seconds to go. Akanji pokes it to Rico Lewis. Got up the ante now. Walker. Ball into Rico. He's found a little pocket of space. Foden onto the edge of the area. Foden shot. It's wide. That's got to be the game. It's not a million miles away from Phil Foden. The best thing he's done all game, in fact, is miss. That says something, doesn't it? Because it was a close effort. I mean, at least he connected with the ball. You know, I told my lad that this morning. He's 7. I said, well done for connecting with that shot, mate. Really good. And there goes the... well, no, it doesn't. It looked like some of the players did, but surely this game's over. Playing on Michael Oliver. And there goes the full-time whistle. Bournemouth take 3 points off Manchester City in the first time in their history. And Manchester City players should be hanging their heads in shame for an absolutely shocking, shambolic performance from nearly every single one of them. And I think Pep Gvardiol needs... his questions have to be asked now. Not about him as a manager in terms of like the... What is going on, Pep, is the question. You know, why are they playing with these attitudes? What is going on with the injuries? Why are you putting fake players on the bench? What are you doing? What's the purpose of putting De Bruyne, a fucking garden gnome, there who's injured? If he's injured, don't put him there. Put players who can play. Why give ourselves a handicap before the game? What's the point? Gutted. Absolutely gutted. Elena's, thanks for the super chat. This now encourage other teams to press us. Of course, yeah. I mean, Arsenal got away with murder today. We're still 5 points ahead of Arsenal, thankfully. Thankfully, they lost today. But Liverpool go 2 points clear. 2 points clear, Liverpool, which makes our game against them coming up round the corner a few weeks away, in fact. But it makes that game a must-win game now for Manchester City. A must not lose, certainly a must not lose. This season's not over, but this was a real catastrophic moment for us this season that needs to be rectified. I still believe we can, but it's not ideal. Come and join me for the match reaction. Thanks very much for watching this disastrous Manchester City performance with me. Really disappointed. Yeah, come and join me for that one. Take care, Blues, if you don't see me in the match reaction, but come and see me in the match reaction because I've got some things to say. Take care.